Hello everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to have an introduction about quadratic inequalities. As a definition, a quadratic inequality is an inequality of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a could not be equal to 0. The inequality symbols could be is greater than, is less than or equal, and is greater than may also be used. Let's have an example. Solve the inequality x squared plus 2x minus 3 is greater than 0. In this part, we would like to look at on the different parts of this strategy. You can find other strategies on some other references. But this one, I'm going to use now the sign test. First one in the sign test is you write now the inequality into a factor form. So the factor form of the given inequality x squared plus 2x minus 3 is greater than 0 is x plus 3 times x minus 1 is greater than 0. After writing that, we're making now a table and a number line for x plus 3 is greater than 0. So now we're going to check that. So here's the table. The table has three elements where you work out with x plus 3 is equal to 0, x plus 3 is greater than 0, x plus 3 is less than 0. Now, it will lead us to x is equal to negative 3, and then this would be x is greater than negative 3, and the other one would be x is less than negative 3. So we tested that. So let's go now on the number line. Here is our number line. This is now what we're going to do on the number line. You put now a circle without shade above negative 3. So this is now the circle. Now, we put plus signs on the right of negative 3. So here are the plus signs. So as you can see, why is it plus? Because when you go on each number, when you substitute to x plus 3, it would be greater than 0. Next, let's look at now x is less than negative 3. We put now negative sign. So that would be negative sign going to the left. So that is now the first part of our sign test. Now let's go to another one. On our step 3, we make now a table and number line for x minus 1. So here are the values x minus 1, and then x equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is greater than 1, x is less than 1. So here, I put as well the negative 3 so that you could see that will be the first part. The next part would be you go to your 1. Here is 1, the circle. And then the other one would be positive to the right side because when you substitute the number there, 2 minus 1 would be still be positive. And there on the left side would be now negative. So here are now our structure. In this part, I combined the two. As you can see, this is now negative 3 and then this is 2. Now, we are now going to do the sign testing. Negative times negative, that is positive. As you can see, negative times negative, it would be positive. So therefore, going down is positive. Another, negative times 0, that would be 0. The negative times positive will be negative. Therefore, this would be negative. Here, 0 or our standard would be on 1, would be 0. Oh, 0 as well. And then positive times positive, that's positive. Now, as you can see, this is now where are we going to get our answer. Remember, our inequality is greater than 0. So the answer should be positive. Now, as you can see, all the numbers going to the left of negative 3 are answer. So it should be x is less than negative 3. So starting from an integer of negative 4 going down. So next, looking here, it's positive. So it would be x is greater than 1 from our parameter. So therefore, the solution is x is less than negative 3 or x is greater than 1. Hello everyone, let's have this example in a one slide so that everything could be there. So let's have this one. So let's start with the given, which is x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0. And its factor form is x minus 4 times x plus 2 is greater than 0. Now, let's go in the table on a more simplified approach. So you get now x minus 4 is greater than 0. So when you solve that, x is equal to 4. So that would be at the circle. So you will have that circle. And then when x is greater than 4, so it's going to the right. How do you test that? So you get the next integer to 4, that is 5. So 5 minus 4, that is greater than 0 because 1 is greater than 0. Another, let's go to x is less than 4 so that we know that on the left, you get now an integer less than 4, that would be negative, that would be 3. So 3 minus 4, that would be negative 1. So it would be negative on the left side of the number line. Now, let's have this one. X plus 2 is greater than 0. So, solving that inequality, you have now x is equal to negative 2. Now, when you say x is greater than negative 1, we put now negative 1 because negative 1. So, negative 1 plus 2, that would be positive because it's 1. Another is x is less than negative 2. You can check now by using the next integer, which is negative 3. So, negative 3 plus 2, that would be negative 1. So, it would be negative. Now, using now our number line, as you can see, our number line is here. We use this first. So, this is now our 4. Again, if x is greater than 4, those are positive to the right. So, this is what does it mean to the right. And then, to the left, if x is less than 4. Okay, that would be x minus 4. Next factor, we have now x plus 2. So this is where negative 2 is located on the number line. And then to the right is positive. To the left is negative. So that is now x plus 2. Now, working down to get now the sign. So this would be positive. This is 0. Another parameter would be here negative. And this would be 0. Another would be positive. Now, again, we want to get this should be the answer should be positive. As you can see here, the answers are positive. Here as well, the answers are positive. So therefore, we could have now x is less than negative 2, which is here to the left. And another answer is x is greater than 4 to the right. Therefore, x is less than negative 4 or x is greater than 4 is a solution of x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0. I hope you learned about quadratic inequalities in a sign test method. There are other methods like we're testing, but this is working if you know your factoring and you know your signs. Again, if there are like sign, that would be positive, and if different sign, it would be negative when you multiply. And that's the video. Hope you like it, and I hope you share this video as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, everyone.